Hello everyone. Today we will speak about globalization and business. Let's start. Most people think business is about money. It's not. Business is about value, and globalization is what allows that value to scale across the world. Let's start simple. What is business? Business is the exchange of value. You create something useful and someone is willing to pay for it. That's it. It can be a product, a service, or even information. But here's the key idea. Business only works when both sides win. If only one side benefits, it's not sustainable. Real business only exists when there is mutual value. Now, here something important. Business is not new. It didn't start with startups. It didn't start with the internet. Business has existed for thousands of years. Even in ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia, people were already trading goods and services. Later, it expanded in ancient Greece, the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire, and this is where globalization really began. Globalization is not a modern concept. It has always existed. For example, goods from China were transported to the Roman Empire. Silk, spices, valuable materials. This happened thousands of years ago. No internet, no planes, no modern logistics. But it worked, because there was demand, and there were people willing to supply it. Another example is Egypt. Egypt supplied grain to Rome, and this was critical. Without that supply, large cities couldn't survive. Here, an interesting detail. Because imported grain was cheaper, Roman farmers stopped producing it. Instead, they shifted to higher value products, like wine. This is a key principle. Globalization forces economies to evolve. The world has always been connected. People exchanged products, services, ideas, technologies, and that's what created progress. Now, let's look at today. We are living in the most globalized world in history. You can build a product and sell it globally. You can work with people from different countries, scale without physical borders. This is a massive opportunity. Look at the companies like Amazon, Apple, and Alibaba. Amazon built a global infrastructure and sells products across the world. Apple decision in one place, manufacturing in another, and sells globally. Alibaba connects Chinese manufacturers with buyers and over the world. This is a real example for globalization in action. Now, the key questions. Globalization or isolation? History gives us a very clear answer. Open systems grow, closed systems stagnate. This has been true for thousands of years. and it's still true today. Countries with open markets, free trade, freedom of movement are almost always richer, more stable, faster growing. Even if a country has resources, isolation limits its potential. Resources without exchange become a limitation, not an advantage. So, here is a simple formula. Business and globalization. Business creates value, globalization scales that value. Business is the exchange. Globalization removes the limit. You build something valuable, and globalizations allow you to find people who need it everywhere in the world. That's how growth happens. Barriers always slow things down. Language, culture, currency. The more barriers, the harder it is to grow. So, here the main idea. Globalization leads to growth. Isolation leads to stagnation. If you want to build something meaningful, think globally from day one, because the world is already global. And that's where the biggest opportunities are. If this makes sense to you, like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.